I'm out here at the food plot that I planted wheat in a few days ago. My blind came in. I've already mowed a spot. I left some stuff to kind of help brush in my blind, but I'm going to get to setting it up. We got perfect rain on the wheat right after I planted it, so I'm really hoping I have a really good wheat patch as soon as primitive weapon starts. But the blind I got is this Prowler 200 PR200BT Barronett blind, or Barronett blind. And this seemed like the best blind for the money on everything I looked through. It was Amazon's choice, but I noticed there was not a single review of it on YouTube, or not a real review. There were some that were kind of sketchy. They had like computer voice on them reviewing it. So I'm gonna get this thing set up and I'll show y'all how it looks and my thoughts on it. So it comes with a nice carrying bag with shoulder straps, and the directions are inside. But I didn't even look at the directions or pay any attention to them because this thing just popped right up. I literally laid it on the ground, I found the top, popped it out, and then went around the sides, and I put my foot on a corner and then pulled that center piece and just popped it out, and I went all the way around the blind like that. I had a little trouble when the wind picked up, but no big deal. The door is the corner, and it's looking like the two back sides have no windows, even though I think it said three-sided. I think it's counting this little piece here. I guess that's three-sided. 3 1/4, 3 1/2. Looks like a really good waterproof material. The only problem is it's a little shiny looking, so it'll probably stand out. So you're gonna want to brush it in. That's why I left some of these. What I'm assuming are dog fennel right here. Some on the other side is gonna put it right between them. Comes with stakes, but I brought me some heavy duty stakes. But it does come with a nice little camo bag. Your stakes, and there's something else in here. I imagine more directions or something. I'll open that up in a bit. But we'll put that back with the bag right now. And I'm gonna check it out some more. Yeah, so I kind of got it placed where I want it. I don't have it staked down yet. I trimmed the dog fennel below the window so it still like breaks it up a bit, but I can still see out over it and shoot over it. I'm gonna go inside and show you. I like that the windows don't zip open, and I'll show you how they work. It does kind of defeat the purpose though if your door is a zipper. And the way the door is, it's just separate. So you have to put two stakes, and you kind of have to just like squeeze through it. So it's going to make some noise. And now your windows are these little things. It's got one midway. And there's just little loops. And that's all you do is you just loop those together and that holds your windows shut. So you can open those a whole lot quieter than a zipper. Check out my view. Right here by the barn. And this mowed section back here is winter wheat that I just planted a few days ago, and we got a good bit of rain on it. It's already sprouting. And I can actually see back over here. Any deer coming in behind the building through the tall grass. And I left that sage grass. You know, I mowed this section. I left the sage grass so if the deer walk in, I'll be a bit more camoed. Now, I'm 5'7". I can stand up in the very center, but my head is touching it. And my head would bump it a bit if I stood up. So that kind of gives you an idea on height. Anywhere besides the center you can't stand up in. I think the perfect chair for this, I have a Adirondack style plastic chair. That's what I'm going to use. I think it'll put my head at the right height. But I'm going to get to staking this thing down, and then we'll go down in the field and look back up at it, and I'll show you that view. So yeah, I got my stakes stuck in the ground. I don't have them hammered in all the way. I'm gonna have to go get a hammer. But it takes 5 stakes because you have 4 corners, but this corner with the zipper takes 2. And I put in these heavier duty stakes, and I suggest you do the same. It comes with some pretty good sized stakes, but they're still like tent stakes. And even though they're like bigger tent stakes, I still don't want to trust them in the wind. Now if you're out in the middle of the woods in an area where it's not getting much wind, go for it. But I'm here on this hillside, and it's going to catch wind nonstop. So yeah, you're getting a good deal on the blind, so I would definitely spend a little extra on some better stakes. And I'm going to go down the hill and show you what it looks like looking up at it. Yeah, so I'm down here in one end of the plot. You can see my dog fennel. Another weed's kind of up, brushing it in just a tad bit. I mean, I'm not going to go overboard brushing it in because it is right here next to a building in a barn. But it actually does blend in pretty good. It's a whole lot better than the barn and building and horse trailer. Yeah, I'll go the other side and give you a view of it. And here we are at the other side of the plot. I'm really liking the camo. I like that they didn't put much green in it. I hate a lot of camos where they just throw green in it, because where during deer season is it green? I mean, I'm in freaking Mississippi and there's not much green in the winter. I like that it's just that kind of grays and browns like tree bark. It actually has a lot of trees and leaves on it. Yep, I'm liking it so far. So yeah, I'm back up here, and I was fastening all the windows back shut. And on second thought, I would probably rather this been zippers, because the little loops you have on the top and sides, you're in the blind, you're kind of in the dark, especially when you start getting them all closed up, or when you're just opening them, you're definitely in the dark. You end up fiddling with it for so long and making so much noise that it's actually louder, and it's a longer amount of noise for like a longer period of time trying to get these open than what a zipper would have been. So definitely would have preferred it been zipper. But on the zipper door, I would have preferred it been something different. Maybe the door been a flap and the window's been zipper, because getting through this little open little zipper opening right here, that with all your hunting gear on, with a gun or a bow, it's just going to be such a pain, and it's going to make so much noise, and like I feel like I'm ripping my blind trying to scoot through that little opening. So we'll see. I'm going to leave this up the entire season, then take it down at the end of the season, and I'll probably label this video part 1, and at the end of the season do a part 2 and just tell how it held up to the elements. It is into October right now. Halloween's this weekend, and our hunting season ends at the end of January, so that kind of gives you an idea of how long this will be sitting here in the elements. So if you want to see the part 2, or if you just like this kind of content, you know, hunting, farm life, game fowl, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. And thanks for watching. I do want to say that, let me get over here. This blind, it comes in a box and it's labeled the Prowler 200, model PR200BT. On Amazon, it's listed as the PR200BT Roadrunner, not Prowler, Roadrunner. So don't think you're like getting the wrong blind if you go looking for this one and all you find is the Roadrunner on Amazon. And it is currently listed as the Amazon Choice. So when you do hunting blinds, it has a little label on it that says Amazon Choice. I'll try to screenshot what the Amazon listing looks like and the price at the end of this video. But yeah, I'm going to end it here. And thanks for watching.